Hello friends, and welcome to 10 Points Under, where a man walked into a bar and said, ow. This is Big Bullfrog, and we're coming at you with the second round of the Sir H's Champion Circle League Qualifier number 2. If you watched the first round of this, then you know what's going down. If you didn't, we'll kind of explain it as we go through. We're going to be looking at multiple games as we go through this today. But let's just start getting some up here because the games have started, the round has begun. So let's see, what are some games that we want to pull up today? Who was fun to watch? Foodzing, actually sorry, we definitely need to pull up Foodzing because we didn't get to watch him against Sir Heroscape. I'll be trying to avoid games that are being streamed, so like no Sir Heroscape, no Diceol again, unfortunately, even though that first round was pretty fun. Let's see, Doc versus Chris. Oh, we've got to pull up Doc versus Chris. Very much so. All right, oh, I need to look at the glyphs on these maps too, so load in. That U1, Olanova, Olvania, anyway, Utgar, Nomad, Moon Knight, Bouncing Wolves, Grey Waves. Grey Waves played a great game. Oglaha, Night of Light. Oglaha played a great game. I really like watching Night of Light. Maybe we'll grab that one. Sheep and Scapius. What was Scapius's army? The Varks, that's right. Okay, we're not gonna watch that one because Warforged. Well, maybe I'll have that one on in the background, kind of. That's like Doc's last time. I think that's just a matchup because Varks, ignore Warforged, switching. That's gonna be a rough matchup for Sheep there. Agent Ward, Dashend. What's Agent Ward running? Let's see. Heracles and Volks. Okay, I think that's another matchup win against Dashen's army. He's running Knights and 4th. Veggie versus Morsebane. What's Morsebane's army? Okay, interesting. So Veggie's got Nilf. Yeah, Nilf versus Wolves of Badru. That's very interesting. Again, I think that's kind of a matchup win there. I don't know. All right, so anyway, just wanted to see where everybody's at. Nomad and Moon Knight. I was really impressed with Moon Knight's play. I like Nomad. Nomad on the ARV board. Oh, he's got 10th and Cathar. What was it? Moon Knight's got Phantom Knights? Ooh, that's going to be rough. A lot of rough matchups this time. Pouncing Wolves versus Grey Waves. Again, Grey Waves played an awesome game in round 1. Got Stingers and Phantom Knights versus Greenscales and Braxas. Okay, so this is not just matchup. Foodzing versus Loki. Hang on, who's playing what in this one? Foodzing playing Phantom Knights and Volks. Loki playing 10th Cathar. And Marcus, okay. So that should be a fun game. This should be a fun game. This one, Cleon and Doc, should also be a very fun game. All right, so we've got some good ones in here. Sorry, I just don't like it when it's like, oh, and you know, I'm gonna put on Sheeps in the background too. I think I learned from last one that I can do like 2.5 games at a time almost well. Not poorly. And then the other two just kind of were like there. And I do want to see if Sheep can pull this off. But I've played Warforged into Vulcanmechs before, and it's not ideal. It's very not ideal. So we'll see. We'll see with that one. And then these other games I can pull up. Sir Heroscape versus Ryguy. I just want to see what... Let's see, Ryguy, Heracles, Nilf versus Sir H has... That's right, Axegrinders. Wait, Heracles and Nilf versus Axegrinders and Oscar. All right, so it looks like Sir Heroscape has an easy game. If you want to see that one, going over to his channel, and it will be in his live section. Make sure you check out that live section. He's got lots of cool games in there. But, yeah, we'll see how that one goes. I'll check that one out later. Oh, hey, Doc, Airborne Elite dropping. This could be very interesting. Because if the Airborne Elite can just snipe Quahon right off the bat, That's like, boom, game's done. Like we're done with. I guess not like totally done, but then it was like Krav versus Krav. Um, definitely snipe, right? Like you don't grenade these. Yeah, you never grenade spiders. Well, I mean you could, but when it's like I could grenade spiders, or I could put, you know, I mean you could do Half Life on Quahon and then kill Quahon. So that's cool. Actually, Airborne and Krav in the same army. That's very interesting. Looks like Doc is leaving this front empty. Why would he do that? Is it for protection versus? Hey Doc, if you're checking this out, could you explain your start zone placement? I'm really curious, and I also like I really want to dive into it, but I've got like multiple games I'm trying to follow, even though these ones haven't really started yet. I just want to see where they're at right now. But I'm just really curious. Why keep your dwarves back like this? Because the spiders can't engage them because they're too height. Is it? I don't know, I'm sure he's counted something and he's like, yeah, I gotta do this, blah, blah, blah. Or maybe he's just like, oh no, wait, what? There's three? I thought it's the first 2 rows, not the first 3 rows. What am I doing? Maybe. But yeah, no, I'm really curious about the why of this here, and I don't know. Well, I mean, we can see if we can figure it out. I'm kind of interested in these Airborne placements here, though. So I love Airborne. Airborne feels so unfair a lot of the time. When you get a turn 1 drop and you're just like, pew, pew, pew. I mean, like, I've just won games off of that. But then also sometimes they don't drop and sometimes it feels unfair against you because like, oh no, I didn't get my stuff. But I mean, like, whatever. Like, you can just win the game turn 1. Like, what more do you want? It's a 110-point gamble. It's fine. Okay, so Quahon here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the line here. I would draw, but I need my mouse so I can click through games. But this is the line here where Airborne need to be in order to snipe Quahon. I'm sure the other thing that Doc is looking at right now is where he wants those shots to be from. Like if he wins initiative, where does he want to be attacking from? And can he make it so that those attacks are coming from a place where spiders cannot engage and Quahon cannot just lightning breath kill all of his Airborne? And if he loses initiative, he also does not want Quahon. Again, you don't want spiders to just come in and engage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can't get engaged there. But you also don't want Quahon to just like fly in and be like, lightning breath. You're all dead anyway. You know, whatever. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Chris. If Chris wins initiative, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chris could just come here and lightning breath, boom, boom, or boom, boom. Hang on. Oh, we've got a game here, guys. It hasn't even started. I mean, it's technically started, but okay. So Doc wins an ish. Airborne. Where are they gonna go? How is he gonna place them? Again, here's the line. This is the minimum range to get shots on Quahon. So yeah, 1 here for sure. Does he split up maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Spiders can't reach there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you put 1 here, the spider could reach though. It would be hilarious as if Quahon was tall enough that you could just put a Airborne here and snipe. That is not the case, but that would be hilarious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So spiders could come here or here. So you could put like an Airborne here, here. Like these 2 spots are fine. Again, though, the problem is just that Quahon can just lightning breath so well. And so, yeah, Doc's got a lot of thoughts to go through about attacking in on Quahon here and not just losing everything. Because, I mean, it's great. He got the drop. He's got turn 1 initiative. This is the very ideal position. Spider can get there, but he might need to just take that. I mean, because I don't know if he's going to get much better than that. But anyway, so I just lost my train of thought because I'm looking at it. Anyway, yeah, Doc's got a lot of right going for him. So if he needs to, allow an engagement here or allow a, like a lightning breath, that's just how it's gonna be. So we'll see how those attacks go. Real quick, I'm just gonna, before that game really starts, I just want to switch through these guys here. We've got some action, got some. Okay, cool. All right, so attacking in on Quahon, I'm sure. Yep. So first attack blocked. Second attack, 2 wounds on Quahon. You're averagely getting like 4 wounds here, I believe. Because like you usually get 2 skulls with 1 or with 4 attack and 1 shield with 3 attack. That's how my math goes. So 4 hits or 4 wounds. I think that's average. I think that's fine. How many order markers are on Airborne? 3 on Airborne. I'm guessing that's 1, 2 Airborne, 3 on Krav. Oh, and going with Krav here. That's smart. I don't know. I wasn't even thinking about Krav for some reason. But like, because if you get Quahon up here and then attack, and then it's, you get like 1 skull, and then they like both block. That's very sad day. So I wasn't even thinking about Krav. That's embarrassing. Real quick, because I'm embarrassed, let's go over here. Just because I saw that some stuff was going down over here. Interesting. We got some action. Sorry, I just can't ignore this game for too long just because I messed up. But yeah, so because Krav can come in here, attacks of 4 down on here. Yep, that's 1 dead Airborne. That's another dead Airborne. And then a 3v2 here. That's a miss. All right, so Doc still has 2 attacks left. Which will probably go on Quahon. I would guess that they both go on Quahon. Unless he kills with the first one, could happen. Oh, or maybe Doc engages a Krav and attacks to deny the stealth dodge. Could be. I don't think, like, maybe if Quahon had like 2 life left, or if like 1 life, but at this point I think it's more important to kill Quahon. Although it does create an interesting situation of like, okay, maybe you kill Quahon here, in which case, great, that's awesome, that's great, that's good stuff, that's going very well for you. But then if you've got forward Krav and all your stuff is behind, what happens there? Like do Krav just start sniping off Axegrinders and you've got a Krav v Krav situation? It's just it's interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that's still range. Duh, of course. That's the line. And then keeping this guy here makes sense. Whiffed with that first attack, and then 2 skulls. So only 1 more wound on Quahon. And then the next one's on Spider. Hang on, where were Chris's order markers? 2 Spiders, 2 Kravs. Was only number 1 on Krav? Maybe. I mean, you could bet 3 on Krav as well. But he probably didn't want to lose Krav and then be stuck. I wonder if he retreats Quahon and then moves up Spiders to intercept Airborne. Maybe, we'll see. I want to check out Foodsing's game though, because there's some action going on here, and I'm curious where this is going. So Vulcanmechs and Phantom Knights into a very anti-melee army. Very interesting. Yes. 1 skull, 0 shields with 4 dice. Wonderful. Do it again. Oh man. For those of you who dislike Cathar, which there are a fair amount of people out there who dislike Cathar, this game's for you guys. Watch him burn. Let's see. Loki only developed one squad of Cathar there. I wonder if he saw. I don't know. Because maybe he saw Foodzing pushing with these guys and thought he needed to get more of a presence online. I don't know. Wanted to screen it. Oh, now he's going for 10th. 10th are gonna, like, his whole army is so good against Phantom Knights. You know, even 10th, like, I guess Phantom Knights do pretty well into 10th, but 10th also, they still get their bayonet, and so they're still very strong against melee, and they've got more attacks per turn, blah 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 blah. But Volks are going to be a struggle bus for them. So yeah, interesting. Very, very pushing. Really trying to push this area here. Why are you pushing that hard? I wonder. Especially because here you just set up a Vulcanmech flamethrower. If the Vulcanmech moves there, like, it might not. But you've also got, like, or if it's Phantom Knights, a Phantom Knight can move there and just attack. That's. I think he really wants these Volks dead, though. We'll see if he carps off anything here. Nothing. That is a level 3 spot there. So all of these attacks are going to be up 2v5s. But in that case, I mean, like, if you're... Oh, now he's going for a Phantom Knight 3v7? I don't know what's better, a 2v5 or a 3v7. I don't know. This just feels very aggressive. I don't know if you... I think you want to play the long game with this army here. See how these other attacks go real quick. And then we'll go back to Doc and Chris. Okay, carves off one of the redundancies there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is... He could have hung back here. Heck, I mean, he's got a Vulcanmech right there. He could have, like, just kind of lined up right here, even. I guess that would still... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Nope. Alright, so only one redundancy there. That's the only damage. Interesting. Alright, so Quahon. Ooh, we had some action here. So Quahon moved in, did a lightning breath, killed an airborne. And the spider attacked here. So that was a dead airborne. Doc responds with Krav, who only got 2 attacks in. Both attacks were blocked. Okay. And it looks like he was shooting spiders. Yeah. Moved there, spider. Didn't get to kill spiders. So... And Quahon gets the Belt of Giant Strength, which is a one-time attack plus 2. So, could come in play. 1 skull for the lightning breath. No kills there. Spider. Interesting. So, and this is the last round of last turn of the first round, right? So he's gonna move a spider up here, block off Krav, or block off an attack. Maybe it kill that Krav potentially. And then he's gonna develop some more spiders, I think. Or no, wait, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, he took Dagmar. For an initiative switch. Very good. All right, so we'll see how that goes. Initiative over here. Vulcanmechs are gonna probably kill some stuff. Oh, that's unique attack. That's why he's so worried about that, because Vulcanmechs with 5 attack is very scary. That's right. Okay, sorry. I can't keep track of all of these glyphs all the time, and so I forgot, like, oh yeah, that's unique attack. That's a very good glyph for Vulcanmechs. So here, you can see some strong potting happening. All right. Here. Why did I pull up this game? Hang on. Moon Knight, Nomad. I knew this game was going to be a matchup hard time. So here you can see how strong anti-melee is against melee. Here. Oh, looks like Sheep's making some moves. One dead wolf. I don't know. Attacking the Warforged. The Warforged defend for days again. Man, that first round game with Dashund. So many attacks going through. Oh, these are quick blades though. So, oh, and they're lowering the defense. If they roll 2 skulls, it's an automatic kill. But if they only roll 1 skull, it's still an automatic block, which is very interesting there. But so one dead Warforged, one dead wolf. All right, that's still a game. So this one's done. This one's beginning. This one's got Vulcanmechs in a very strong position, and they're doing very strong things. And this one has begun again. All right, so Chris got the lightning breath. He killed something, a Krav, I think. Yeah, that was he killed that forward Krav. Everything else is blocked. Some strong attacks with spiders and some strong defense. Doc. Oh, awesome. So Doc making some moves. Disengage here with the spider. I think a lot of people would be like, oh man, well, I guess I'm engaged here. I can't do anything. But Doc's like, I need to kill Quahon. Like Quahon's only at 5 wounds. I need to get those final 2 wounds in on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Didn't have a great spot to go through for with this last Krav, so just go in there. But he needs to put wounds on Quahon. He needs to finish off Quahon. If he doesn't, then the Airborne, all of that was for naught. And there's the kill. So got the kill on Quahon. So yeah, let's see. Looks like Chris went maybe all in on Quahon Spiders. Might have number 3 on Krav. But yeah, Chris, I'm sure really wanted Ring of Protection here, or even Scarab of Invulnerability. Either one of those would have been a huge help with those. But and I think it was good moves. But man, Airborne and Krav, that's a lot of sniping potential there against the dragon. So interesting. And I think there's still a game here. And obviously there's still a game. And Chris is a very good player. Doc's also a very good player. This game could still have a lot of stuff happen, right? Because he's got a spider here that could kill stuff, tie stuff up. He's got a spider here that could kill a Krav. How many order markers were on Krav? 2 order markers on Krav. Wait, what? Oh, he's resetting because of the spider thing. And I think that's an entangling web, right? So yeah, removes 8-3-8-7-3-5. So Doc might have lost an order marker there, and now get some attacks in. So the spiders could still do work. I mean, it's an uphill battle for Chris for sure, right? And no kills there. That's unfortunate. But it's an uphill battle, but it's still possible for Chris to pull this off. Doc coming in with Derek. You know, I like Doc with his mixed dwarf and range armies. They're fun to watch. He did that in it's the Online Con 2020. Played an army kind of similar to this, not as strong, right? It was with I think black wormlings mostly, dwarves and black wormlings and Raylan. But played that in the Reverse the Whip Championship and did well, as he tends to. Interesting. What's going on with? So you've got some bayonets happening now against the Vulcanmechs. Man, Loki is just like, we need to kill these these Vulcanmechs, and he got all 3 redundancies off. So now he can kill Vulcanmechs, but these Vulcanmechs are in such a strong position. Man, that's tough. And I think it was maybe probably would have been better to go with more Cathar here, because they've just because of the defense. But Yeah, this is real struggle bus territory for Loki. Over here. Okay, so what's going on in this game? We got a couple dead green scales, a lot of dead phantom knights. So it looks like, hang on, Grey Waves has this army, as we know. Played a good game. Pouncing Wolves has the Braxas army. So Pouncing Wolves decided to pod up here. Grey Waves tried to go in with Phantom Knights to get some kills, and it did not go into his favor, it looks like. Which I feel like Stingers might have been a better choice because of range and breaking up the pod. Like Phantom Knights into this, I don't know. I think he maybe played into Pouncing Wolves' game plan a little too much there. But I don't know. Like a lot could still happen in this game, but it's a good early lead for Pouncing Wolves. Where are they at in the round? Order marker 2. 1, so they're like halfway through the round. Couple on Stingers. Okay. Well, and the thing is, I think that Braxas Greenscales tends to worry about Stingers, actually, because Stingers have high hero killing potential. But when the Phantom Knights go first, I think you want to go Stingers early game to try to get rid of Braxas, and then have end game Phantom Knights versus Greenscales, because that's very happy for you. But I don't know. I mean, there's I haven't been paying attention enough in this game to really critique that much, right? What I have been paying attention to more is Doc versus Chris Perkins, which 3 dead spiders now. Things are going well for Doc. Things are not going well for Chris. Chris almost, I mean, a couple better lightning breaths in there would be very different story here, even with a dead Quahon. Like if there were, has Doc lost Axegrinders? Nope, just 1 Krav and the Airborne. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, no Axegrinders dead yet. If Doc had lost 2 or 3 Axegrinders with that stuff, I think you've got a pretty different story going on here. But yeah, or even another Krav. Looks like Chris did successfully deny a turn there, though, so that's nice. Kills an Axegrinder, doing what he can. Krav can still be Krav and do Krav things. I'm saying Krav, I should be saying Krav Maga. The Krav Maga can still do some pretty good things here, but nice block, nice block. But yeah, this is just Doc pulling more and more ahead with his lead that he's got. Back to here. How are the Vulcanmechs going? Looks like he did. I was actually kind of wondering. I didn't think he would do it, but it looks like he did do a flamethrower, I think. Which is fun. And Loki's just trying and trying to kill these Vulcanmechs. And look, he got one. You know what? Actually, hang on. I said earlier that Cathar might have been better into the Volks, and I think that's true. But if he's able to kill the Vulcanmechs with the 10th, like if he loses the 10th and some Cathar, but kills the Vulcanmechs and has it down to Cathar versus Phantom Knights, I think that's a favorable end game for Loki. So that's, I don't think it's a bad idea there, actually. I that's probably what he was, hang on, was that thing there the whole time? Anyway, that's, whatever. And that might have been his plan. That might have been, like, his long-term plan, which makes sense. It just hasn't, 10th struggle into Volks. And so it's going to be tough either way. I think Vulcanmechs do well into this kind of army, I think. Especially when, you know, you've got 5 attack. Like the unique attack glyph on this board is doing a lot of good stuff for Foodzing as well. Let's see what else is going on over here. So Braxas took 3 wounds. You've got Pouncing Wolves is having to be a bit more aggressive now. And looks like actually this last round of Acid Spray only killed 1 Stinger. And so yeah, so the Stingers are forcing this pod to break up. Braxas needs to move in. Okay. Anyway. So that's why Stingers are good here, right? But also, I mean, like it's I do think this is a tough matchup because, you know, it's this dragon thing. You've got a very cohesive army here with the dragons, and Phantom Knights and Stingers are very, very good, but that's order marker management that you've got to do, and that's, you know, that just makes it harder, and so it's threat sequencing, etc. is tougher. So yeah, let's see. We got another turn on the Stingers here. The Stinger's going to be able to pull anything cool off. If they can get 5 wounds on Braxas, then things have really turned around. I don't know, but Braxas is in a really good spot here. Level 3. Yeah, it looks like Grey Waves is definitely going for some attacks on Braxas, just looking for where are the best spots for it. Especially because Braxas could potentially even just move in here and just like acid. Okay, so grouping over here to shoot in there. Braxas could still acid them. It's tough. I mean, board state is on Pouncing Wolves' side. Pouncing Wolves was able to develop all those green scales and now also be able to push into it. Like, this is very favorable for Pouncing Wolves here. But things could go very well for Grey Waves. So I want to see how these attacks go through. You need to put 5 wounds on Braxas, 3v4s. You're only looking at probably a couple wounds there. Well, unless you get a 3 out of 3. All right, so that's 2 more wounds there. Another skull. That one's probably blocked. Yep, that one's blocked. Okay, so only 2 wounds total, which is unfortunate. But yep, because now Pouncing Wolves can. Let's see, if you stay there, 1, 2, 3, 4, you only have 1 Stinger. So probably gonna move in. Yep, move into right there. Yeah, that's probably the correct spot. Probably? I don't know, it depends. It feels a little risky, it feels a little forward to me, but I mean, what else is he gonna do? Because you can move in a green scale to tie stuff up. Basically, you just gotta see what your breath does and then you know, adjust from there. But like, because you can breath there, get those 3 Stingers, and then engage those 3 with a green scale right here, put another green scale here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, you're good there. Is it 7 or higher for breath? I forget, or is it 8 or higher? We'll see. Does this guy die? Did they leave? Are they hanging out? Come on, anonymous camel. I guess it's got to be an 8 or higher. 2 there. No going. 1 there. No go. Man, that's the worst way for things to have gone. So yikes. And that's the part where it's like, maybe this was a little bit forward. Okay, because you can move a green scale there and engage some stuff. You can move a green scale here and engage some more stuff. And then you can move this guy here and block off that spot. You're just opening up yourself to a counterattack, which, again, I mean, this is a fine position. It's probably fine. I don't think I like that guy there, though. Yeah, I would have taken that spot for sure. And this one. But, I don't know, we'll see. We still got some attacks to go through here. Blocked. Trying to kill these stingers. No go. One more attack. That does mean that 3 stingers will be free though, and I think Grey Waves has another turn. And it is probably stingers? Let's see. I just want to see where this is happening real quick, and then I'm going to jump back over to Doc and Chris Perkins. Oh no, this is Oran markers. Okay, so we'll see how that goes. Let's see, Doc, Chris Perkins. Yeah, things are happening. Krav are able to kill stuff, turns out. That's, how many dead dwarves now? A squad of dead dwarves, and only 2 Krav remaining. Versus 3 Krav and 5 spiders. So you still have a full squad of dwarves, but they're farther back. You've got Chris up here. You got Derek in play too. Derek does not have any wounds yet. This game could still, I would still say probably edge. Well, let's see how these attacks go before I say edge anybody. All right, so that's the dwarf. Yeah. Attacking Derek. Derek's a big piece to kill. Like if you can kill Derek here. Just because Derek can do a lot of stuff. Blocked with that dwarf. So yeah, I'd say probably edge Doc still, but I mean it's not a gone conclusion yet. Taking 2 disengagements to get that Krav. Love it. Love Doc's disengage game in this game. Yeah, you love to see it. And killing a Krav, very good. And then you've got dwarves. This guy's gonna probably, come right there to try to kill that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't quite reach that Krav. But if you can get Chris down to 1 Krav, then he's feeling very good. Okay, so there's another Volk down. 4 Cathar, 1/10. Marcus. The Cathar have engaged the Phantom Knight. I think the Phantom Knight probably engaged the Cathar. That's just it's tough. It's tough. I don't know. Well, depending on rolls, I guess. I think I said Cathar into Phantom Knights is okay, but I mean, I don't. It's such an interesting matchup because like these are both very highly anti-melee units, and you've got anti-range units, but they're melee. And so I don't know. I was thinking that edge would be the anti-melee earlier, but I guess a lot of it depends on the brace spear, because if they get engaged, then their attacks at 2, and that's a bit more difficult. So Pouncing Wolves won initiative here and got 2 acid breaths successful. So, and then he's got the green scales still. This could, well, I don't know. Were the 2 stingers, 2 phantoms? I'm guessing number 1 was on stingers because that just had to be the case. Because if you don't do stingers, then you're never going to get to use stingers. But yeah, so now Wolves is, I'm sure, just trying to figure out what the best moves are. I think just taking that attack and getting 2 attacks on stingers, I think that's fine. I don't think it needs to be more fancy than that. He's maybe wondering if he needs to like engage this stinger though, to try to deny an attack. And maybe that's better, actually. That might be the correct choice. I mean, it's less of an attack, right? It's only a 2v3, but that way all the stingers are tied up and you could still get an attack there. But no, actually, yeah, the more I'm thinking about that, the more I like that play. So let's see how these attacks go through. A 1 skull into 1 shield blocked. That was the Phantom Knight though. He cares more about the stingers right now, I think. 1 stinger blocked. this Stinger. Oh no, going for a Phantom Knight? No, no, go for the Stinger, man. Why don't you go for, I mean, you killed the Phantom Knight, good job. But you're more likely to kill the Stinger, so why not go for the Stinger? Especially because you know that Order Marker 1 is probably on, oh, dang, Order Marker 1 on Phantoms. All right, good call, dude, no, yeah. Sorry, Pouncing Wolves. You made the right call. My bad. You were correct. I was wrong. Braxas blocks. So still in a very good spot for Pouncing Wolves here. Real quick, Doc and Chris killed the Krav. 1 Krav remaining. And now only 3 spiders. So yeah, this is very close to endgame now. Or this is endgame, I would guess. Well, I guess it depends on how much longer it goes. How much time do we have? 16 minutes. So no kills on spiders though there. Well, I guess it got 1 kill right before we came in, but let's see. Chris has spiders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't quite. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could come right here and hang out, but or could come over here. But yeah, so spiders going in, could get some good hits here. In fact, if he kills both Axegrinders, that would be very, very happy. Yeah, no, Chris has been able to keep this a tight game. Like, I think it's been mostly edge Doc almost the whole time. But, you know, it turns out Chris is a pretty good player, and Doc's actually even going for spiders, probably because he's got order markers on Axegrinders. Yeah, all in on Axegrinders. Doesn't want his last Axegrinder to die. So electing to kill 2 spiders instead of going for the Krav there, which, you know, good choice. Yeah, no, good order marker awareness there. Last spider, this is order marker 3, but could still deny a turn, does not deny a turn, doesn't get the kill. Does tie up both. Doc, I wonder if he disengages for the Krav? Nope, doesn't need to. And at this point where there's only 1 spider, 1 Krav remaining, Derek only has 1 wound. Yeah, he's probably more like comfortably enough ahead that he doesn't need to worry about it. Kills the spider. Last Axegrinder going to, I don't know, move closer. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe. Does he hide it? Maybe he could hide it in this crook and then have order marker security for Derek. I don't know. Let's see. Or he could just move it forward, just to like have it as a presence and then just not put order markers on it. In that case, it's a free kill. I think I almost like hiding it better. And then that way, if you are able to force that guy to come in against your last 2 Krav, you've got another threat hiding. Yeah, so hiding it there. And then you can put an order marker 1 on Axegrinder and not worry about losing it to Derek. Or losing it on the Axegrinder. Anyway, so they'll set order markers now. Let's see what's going on here. Lots of dead stuff. Phantom Knights are doing well. And the Cathar are now all engaged, and so they don't even need to worry about braced spear rolls, that kind of stuff. Does kill a Phantom Knight though, so that's great. But Foodzing is doing a good job of picking him off. I'll be honest, when I'm jumping through games, this is the kind of game where I'm like, this would have been a fun one to keep more of an eye on in the early game stuff and the decisions made and how that's kind of tunneled through. Because I feel like, I don't know, Loki made some good plays, but also had some tough matchup things. But I don't know, this matchup could have gone either way. This would have been a lot of fun to look at both ways. And right now I'm just kind of thinking like, I do think he was too aggressive pushing against this, but I now see why he was doing that. But this end game, this Cathar versus Phantom Knight end game is just not working out for him. There's too many numbers here. And maybe he was just more behind the whole time than I thought he was. Kills another Cathar there. And honestly, it could be just that, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was a turn 1 glyph grab with the Phantom Knight. Grabbed unique attack, came in with Vulcanmechs. Honestly, what do you do against that? Like, what can you do against that? And I don't know if Loki was maybe even expecting that. I don't know. And it's also tough because, you know, you got a Phantom Knight against a lot of ranged units. What do you do in that situation? So dead Phantom Knights, dead Cathar. I'd say this game is basically there. Looks like Braxas has wiped up squads really well. Again, this game going about how we expected it to, I think. Got close. Got another wound on Braxas, but just not quite enough dice in the right spots. Looks like a Stinger taking him disengaged to go for Braxas. Hey, and it could work. Wait. Oh, Braxas does die. What? Oh, man. Okay. And now you've got a Marcu that will not betray because there's another Marcu on the board. Hey, dude, honestly, like this could happen. It'd be kind of dumb if it happened, let's be honest. But it could happen. Like, Marcu could just go down the line and eat Greenscales and be happy because Greenscales now, they don't have very much attack against that. And then it becomes a Marcu versus Marcu. And, you know, who knows what's going to happen there. Okay, so it turns out Melee lost to Anti-Melee. What do you know? And we can go ahead and get rid of that one. Warforged. I wanted to check in on this one a little bit more, but the other games have been really exciting. Sheep's putting up a fight. Holy cow. Hang on. Krav have been doing well. There's only a few wolves left. There's a good amount of Warforged left. Wow. Wow. That's for you guys. How do you tell what wolf is what in this thing? I think that's a quick blade. And then these are gray spears. I don't know. Anyway, I think this could probably still go either way depending on rolls, but interesting. Let's go back to Doc real quick. So the Krav retreated. Doc's pushed forward with the dwarf and also with the Axegrinder. Krav retreated, took a shot on Derek, Delta wound. But now Derek's in 4v4 for the win. Doc takes it. So some good gameplay in this one. I really liked Doc's disengage game in this matchup. Very fun to watch. I mean, yeah, Airborne Elite dropping early, getting that round 1 initiative. A lot of things are going right for Doc in that game. I think Chris did a very good job making it very close. Man, yeah, that was a fun one. This game's basically over. So this game is, well, we'll see what Mark can do. Stinger dead. Greenscales versus Marcu. We'll see. Let's see. So we got a couple attacks with quick blades. 1 kill, 1 block. Now we've got a couple gray spears, 1 block, 1 kill. Okay, so killed 2 Warforged. Interesting. So we've got 2 quick blades, 2 gray spears, 1 dark claw versus 3 Krav, 1, 2, 3 Warforged, a Frazier, and a Marcu. Interesting, and they're doing order markers. Let's see. So that's still going. That's still going technically. That just finished. Sheep, and that's still going. Agent Ward Dashend. I think that was going to be a matchup win, but yeah. Anyway, I did want to check real quick. How many people brought freaking Marcu into this? Marcu. Oop, nope, not Marcu. Marcu. 1, 2, 3. Nope, that's a Marcus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 Marcus out of, I guess it's not as bad. I just picked a lot that had them. Out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so 21 players. Okay, only a third of the people brought Marcu. That's fine. Oh, looks like they're talking through their game. I'm really interested what they're saying about here. Maybe that was... Huh, are they saying that was a possibility or what he should have gone for? No, that sucks because there's so much range over here. Maybe? I don't know. Oh, no, they're talking about how that could be a problem because you could just get Quahon and then block it off with a spider and then boom, you're happy against melee. Which is fair. Still killing stuff. Where's the game? Marcu killing stuff. Marcu doesn't have any wounds right now. Oh, looks like I think Marcu killed a guy. Yeah. Oh no, wait, sorry. Hang on. I was looking at that was wrong one. That's a dead Marcu. So that's game. Where's the good? Okay, here's the one. All right. I was like, there was another game that was going somewhere. I know it. So sheep got initiative, got no kills. Where are the order markers? One on Warforged. That was the one on Warforged. One on Krav. I guess that's fair because the Krav are kind of vulnerable. And one initiative, so he's able to time up a bit more. But yeah. So one on each figure here. Interesting. And then quick, gray, dark. So there is one that is not on Gray Spears. I don't know all the stats off the top of my head. I'm trying to remember if the Quick Blades, I think they only have 3 defense, and I think the Dark Claws have 4. I don't remember exactly though. But so order marker 1 on Gray Spears. Yeah, this guy definitely needs to go for a Krav. Definitely needs to like come kill this guy. And the other ones, I don't know if you disengage at this point. Do you disengage? I don't know. Because you could try to disengage and go for Krav, because you know that there isn't going to be another order marker on the Warforged. But also, I don't know, this game is like a little too close. Because, I don't know, yeah, this could go either way, because there's a lot of power on Sheep's side, but it's split up, like lots of order markers splitting. Whereas like the Varks have more order marker power. That could change really quickly if the Krav get off some good attacks. So maybe you'd want to go for a Krav. But I don't know. You could even like engage here and tie up 2 Krav and attack this one, probably kill it, and then like make sure that this one can't get another good attack in. But then you're like, I don't know, you're giving yourself up. That's probably not good enough. Alright, so blocked attack there. So the Krav are going to be at full firing power. I guess unless Gray Spears disengage. Which is also possible. But not likely because they wouldn't be able to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess you could engage that one, but you don't want to disengage just for like ranged attacks against Krav. Usually. So kills 1 Warforged though. So awesome. Now we've got the Gray Spears. Looks like he's just going to stick around and attack. So that's a blocked attack and attacking here. Which will be 4 dice down. And kills that that Warforged. Okay, interesting. So next order marker should be on Krav for sheep, right? Yep. And you probably just come right here. Well, I don't know. Actually, hang on. Because that's so easily engaged. But do you have another option? Because if you're attacking these guys, they're going to be able to engage you. So, I don't know. It'd probably be worth looking at, like, could you come, like, here and shoot up or something like that? Which is actually really interesting that you have kind of like this kiteable start zone because of this speed bump going into it. That's very interesting, but then it's also hard to get out. Anyway, interesting map. It's a fun map. I like it. Check it out if you haven't. But so killed 1 wolf, killed the quick blade here. Number 2 is on quick blades, so he got rid of an attack for sure. But you've still got the Gray Spears. This guy could like come and engage here potentially, but then you're attacking. Man, that's tough. That's tough. Real quick, I've got so many tabs. I need to get rid of the games that are gone. let's see, this game is done, this game is done, this game is done. We saw that game end. This game is officially done. Is this the only one that's still going? Sheep and Scapius. That one's over. Yep, this is the only one still going. They've still got a little bit of time. All right, sweet, sweet, sweet. So, oh, duh. Gosh, I was thinking like, you know, use your Gray Spears. He still had a Dark Claw. Yeah, use the Dark Claw. They can go in there and attack both of them anyway, and that's with attacks of 4. So. That's why you shouldn't have put your Krav there. That I knew there was something wrong there. Maybe, kind of, sort of. This is my hindsight talking. But yeah, 2 attacks of 4v4s. Kills 1 Krav. Kills another Krav. Now you can have a Quick Blade come in here. And you got a pretty good chance at killing that last Krav. Yeah, I think Sheep probably rushed into that decision a little too quickly there. Because Darkblade here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so if you put Krav back here-ish, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Line of sight is a little bit questionable there, but anyway, you can get him there. I think you could get him back there and have that line of sight and get attacks on the Dark Claw or on the Gray Spear or on something in there. And 4, 5, 6. Yeah, like here to the Gray Spear. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not like making really bad calls as I talk about this, but yeah, I think that was a bit of a rushed decision there, and now the Krav are dead. Although, I mean, he didn't have another order marker on Krav, so maybe it was a let's just go forward and do what we can. But I think I don't know. I mean, this was a tough matchup for Sheep anyway. And I think he's been playing really well to get this far. And that's maybe a dead Dark Claw. That's a dead Dark Claw. And then we've got another one on Gray Spears. So that could be a dead Marcu. I don't know, like, yeah. This game is still like... Because the Wolf Army is so fragile at this point. Like, you know, you've got 3 total life, where Sheep's got, I think, let's see, Frazier, I just pulled up his card. Frazier has 3 life. So you've got 10 total life, but it's split up amongst 3 figures, and it's not split up very fairly either. So you got a 1 life, you got a 6 life, you got a 3 life. Ooh, I hate that positioning. If you're gonna go there, get away from that height. So that's 1 wound on Frazier. I think I can kind of understand the like not attacking Marcu yet though, because you don't want to wound him and then just have him heal himself. But yeah, get right here, man. If you're gonna go for that attack, or maybe even like retreating is probably not the best play. It could be though. Well, hang on, where was he? I don't remember, like here-ish. He probably can't reach that. Warforged. Anyway. But yeah, then wolf to here, right? And then here, and then you can like throw a spear here if you need to, or you can throw a spear on Marcu. Oh, move. Llama. Come on, Llama. You got this. You can move right there. Yes. There you go. It's like one of those things where like sometimes when you're watching, it gets a little stressful. I would have thrown on the Warforged though, man. Like that's 1 wound on Marcu, sorry. Apologies for all your Marcu and Marcus fans out there. That's 1 wound there, awesome, but you could just heal that, especially because you got a guy right there. Come on, what is this? And that's a blocked attack there. Yeah, I would have rather have just killed the Warforged. Although, well, mainly because I would have rather to have freed up this guy. But maybe it's good to have the order marker decisions. But I don't know if Sheep puts another order marker on the Warforged. Probably not. Time is up. Yeah, let's see what they're saying about time real quick while we're looking at order markers. So there's 15-minute warning was called 10 minutes ago. They haven't called last order marker yet. Let's see, what else are they saying over here in the Discord real quick. Some fun stuff going on with Gray. Sorry, I was just reading that stuff in Discord. Gray was having some trouble with reporting games because he's on a different day than the rest of us because he lives in Australia. So that's fun. Anyway, let's see. So we're just back in time though for this here. Marcu. So just basically going all in on Marcu. Makes sense. Two quicks, 2 grays. Number 1 is on Gray. Why would you open up yourself to an order marker snipe with the quick, though? Interesting. So another wound on Frazier. You're not... Still, you need to get away from that height spot. You know, part of me is wondering if this is like... trying to bait Marcu into going low so that he can get height attacks on Marcu. I'm really curious if that's the case, actually. Because if that is the case, then you risked that with an order marker on a quick anyway. I don't know, and maybe I'm thinking too much about it. Just move over. Just move over. Please. Just move over. This is why, like, this is why solo casting is tough, because usually in this case I get to let my co-caster talk about it, and I can be like, well, I don't know, maybe, but in this case, this is where I'm like, I don't have anybody else to be frustrated in this position. So, I mean, although it is kind of an interesting position, right? The sheep go for the easy kill? Does he go for this kill, which is the only one that's tied up, or does he try to attack up, which is the one in the strong position? It is kind of an interesting conundrum there. And if that guy was here, it's a bit of a different choice, right? Because then you just definitely go right here. Well, maybe, I don't know, because those two are right. Anyway, because now you're allowing this guy who's engaged to get an attack on you. So, I mean, it's a tough choice. It is a tough choice. And I'm not sure exactly what the best one is there. I would have maybe gone for the height attack there, even if height is against me. I don't know, with only 1 defense, they'd get an attack of 4, but that'd be 1 attack of 4. Right? Maybe 2, I guess, if you don't kill that. Maybe that's why he's there, so you can try to bait him into attacking and then he can move up. I don't know. But interesting. Again, kind of like from last time. We're not seeing it as much in this round, but endgames can be interesting. And this is a bit less of the, like, you know, going to time and going to going forever weird endgame situations. This is more of just like, you know, how are you finishing off your opponent? I think there's some plays you can make with Marcu, unless, you know, Marcu's dead. So, and I think that's game. Let's see, how many more turns? There's 1 more turn for Baron Scapius. That's a dead Marcu. Let's see, that was on quick. So he still has the quick blade attack. They might have called it there though. I'm just giving it a second to see. Yeah, they're talking about the game there. So yep, so that's game. So Baron Scapius takes it against Sheep. So, alright, interesting. I'm just gonna take a quick look at other stuff here. So I think that's all the games now. Yep, all the games are in. So cool. Again, let me know what you think of this format. I think it's fun to jump through different games. It's also, you know, like sometimes you're missing stuff as well. So, you know, we saw cool games, right? Like we would have been missing those games if I'd only recorded one. But also we missed parts of these really good games because I was jumping around. And maybe, maybe that gets easier if I've got a co-caster who's like watching other games too and like saying like, oh, jump over to this one real quick, etc., etc. Anyway, let me know what you think. Let me know about this format. And yeah. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I hope you guys are enjoying this beautiful world. I don't think I've got anything else. Check out the Champion Circle League if you haven't before, but really cool games coming out of this. Really cool games. From the first qualifier, there were so many cool games. I thought this was worth a shot. So we're trying it out a little bit like this. I'm not sure if I'll do other rounds like this again. My voice is getting a little bit hoarse from talking for 2 hours straight. Haven't done this too much because it's the summer. Right now I do it a lot when I'm teaching. Anyway, I've overstayed my welcome. Have a wonderful day, guys. Remember what a wonderful world it is that we live in. And, 10 points under and out and all that.